Okay, Cosmo, me and you, we got to have a talk. You've been growing for 2 months. You're sucking up a gallon and a half of water every day, and you just keep growing and growing and growing. I'm trying to get this Cosmo seashell to flower, but it's being stubborn. But I do believe that is partially my problem. I've had it growing in a grow tent with 18 hours of light. I'm thinking that this plant needs to simulate early fall light schedule in order to activate the flowering hormone. So let's talk about what's happening. I had it in the grow tent growing 18 hours of light, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. This thing's like 3.5 feet tall. Well, I've noticed, all my other plants are flowering except for this one. So what I did is I decided to bring it out here, stick it underneath this small Mars Hydro, and change the light schedule to 12 hours. So now what I've done is I'm simulating fall, and something that's happening with the plant since it's been underneath this light for the last week with the new light schedule, I've noticed that it stopped growing. And what's happening now is where all the new top growth sites are, it's getting a little fuzzy there. And what I mean by fuzzy, it's getting kind of wonky. Now, a lot of plants, when they start to transition into flowering stage, they do. The top growth areas they start to get a little wonky. Now, if you got to have an eye for it, and it probably doesn't pick up on this camera, but if you notice, it's even a different color of green. It's almost yellowish, kind of like cannabis. This plant's very interesting. The stalking structure is very similar to cannabis. I love seashell cosmos. There's a park that I visit in the summer. It's full of them, and I would love to grow them indoors. So let's see what happens. In the next couple of weeks, I haven't given up on this plant. Hopefully, under the new light schedule, we're going to start to really notice some differences. So stay tuned. Next week, we may have little flower sites. I don't know. And any suggestions on filling this spot? I thought about maybe a little more crimson clover, but I need something new. So a little ground cover, maybe some cascading sweet potato vine. Okay, so if this is something you're interested in, like and subscribe. I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Let's see what happens.